back at it once again with the tables and the tops and the dungeons and the dragons.
More vampires than dragons, but you know.
Oh, don't worry. The dragons are a different arc.
Oh god.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Yeah,
Unlike the last campaign that you guys were in, hopefully we can get to a second arc on this one.
I'm not gonna fucking cause World War III, okay? Shit.
You didn't cause World War III last time. You atomized a country.
Just dropped the bomb. Like,
Well,
You skipped the war and you dropped the
atomic
nuke.
warfare.
Hey, at least we can
Whatever.
say that literally everyone in that part of the continent died peacefully because it was instant.
Yeah, there you go. I'm a god of mercy.
Oh, that actually just gave me a great idea.
Oh, joy.
no.
You're gonna hate me so much, Emma. Hold up, I gotta
No,
do
you
something real quick.
didn't.
Yay! Ideas.
what the fuck?
Ideas.
Oh,
What did you do?
Hey, Emma.
Like, is fucking Andi coming back as the god of mercy? Like,
Oh, you sweet
That
summer
would
child.
be-
You really think that she'd be the god of mercy after what she did?
Andi wasn't evil. She wasn't. She genuinely thought she was gonna step through the portal,
I mean,
and
a lot of
nothing was going to explode out of the portal, and that all of her friends were going to live.
Hey,
She
Tinway,
tried to murder herself.
Well, they-
I'm gonna send you a screenshot. You're not allowed to tell anyone what this is.
Well, they also say that the vote.
oh wow.
They also say the vote to hell is paid with good intention.
Yeah.
But she was never an evil character.
You don't have
I
to
don't
be. You don't
Yeah.
have to be evil.
I don't
You
know
don't
what
You
need
this.
don't have to be evil to be the BBG.
On,
I don't know what this means.
Andi was Emma's character
Screenshot.
in the Jade Wings campaign.
Yeah.
The one who
You know-
atomized the continent.
So
Well,
I'm
the
the
one who
reason
atomized
she evil
it
DM.
was a group effort. As not
are you
proud
going
I
to
am to say
fill
it,
the
it was
rest
a
of
group
us?
effort.
Absolutely fucking not. She aged my titans. Hey, no, Matt. Anyway, sorry, we got distracted talking. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It's been a while.
We gotta have the traditional 30 minutes of banter before we start playing.
Absolutely.
No, hold on. Fuck, no. You don't get to cut away from this shit. What are you doing with my character?
You don't
It'll
know.
be fine, Emma. Don't worry about it.
Oh, you know.
Sadly, no baby bird today.
Hot girl shit.
Wait, I'm just now realizing. If she died, does that mean she's short again?
She's short and
Oh my god. Oh.
Like, you lose godly boons upon, you know, fucking atomization.
well, yeah. Also, I don't think her lover was dead as well. I think he just vanished.
Yeah, no, he's alive.
Emma
I mean-
taken.
I mean, if my memory serves me right, a certain list queen was able to walk away fine after everything. Like the only
Yeah.
one that actually walked away.
Because she's a lich.
Precisely. A lich that might maybe have 11th level spells.
Oh, fun.
Oopsies.
Stumbling into
Anyway.
plot points. Yeah, the essence of every D&D campaign. We stumble
Don't worry,
into
that's a
plot points.
later arc.
Anyway, so we're on the boat.
On the boat
You
again.
know, I think we can, keep, just like chit chatting, talking about lore stuff for another like hour or so. There's nothing wrong with
No,
that.
I like to play D&D.
All right. As soon as
Let's
everybody
roll some
gets in the
dice.
roll 20.
Oh, shit!
I like to play D&D.
My bad.
You're not the only one. When I said that, there were 2 people in this Roll20. Now there are 3.
I know.
My bad.
Can I roll? Yeah, Nomad. There's a bot in the Discord, Dice Witch, with her own channel. Go ahead and roll me a d20, Nomad.
What's the command for that?
I want to say /roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's /roll.
Okay.
Yeah, Nomad. Go ahead and roll me a d20 in the Dice Witch
If
chat.
you fuck this up, it doesn't count.
This is actually going to be really pertinent to today's session.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
joy. Oh, no.
18.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, excellent. All right.
Right? That's good for us. Right?
Thank you for the roll, Nomad. Anyway, so last time you guys had rescued Rosal and Sophie. Rosal being Aveline's, I almost called you Auntie, Aveline's half brother, and Sophie, his fiancée. And you were discussing the current state of Maraportum.
I believe we were actually discussing what the fuck was up with my mom.
Ah, yes, I believe we ended last session with, do you mean your dad or my dad?
Pretty much was, yep.
So we reconvene on a scene in the captain's cabin of Andi stood up in shock and confusion looking down at Rizal as he's just got this look of just, well, this was gonna happen at some point.
I think Andi is, like,
Aveline.
you know what, I'm not even gonna sit here and pretend she's the smartest person in the room. She's not, like, stupid. But, yeah. Anyway, but the whole your dad or my dad thing, she's just gonna kind of look at him. Our dad, and then she's gonna turn around to Damon, and she's gonna try and reaffirm with him that there is not, in fact, 2 dads, but 1, and gesture to her and Rosalind, like, our dad.
I'm not permitted to speak of such things.
You are not, what?
I am not permitted to speak of such things.
I'm still technically royalty, and I demand that you speak of such things.
I'm sorry, Princess, but your orders will not supersede the Queen's.
She's gonna turn around real slow. And she's gonna look at her brother. It's just dawning on her now that, yeah, there is probably a reason for the fact that our skin looks different and our noses aren't the same, and yeah, just my father. Who's my father, then?
Your father is some random wood elf who lived in Spesmundi. I believe he was a refugee. Mother met him while father was out on one of his glorious crusades to aid the world after the calamity.
Then
Sorry.
I'm not. But then I'm not legit. I'm not a princess.
You're technically still a princess, but
I'm a bastard.
you will never inherit anything from the family. No title, no proper title, no lands. And there's no chance, unless literally everyone else in the family died, of you taking the crown. I say this not out of malice, but because it was beaten into our heads many, 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 many times.
Does your father know about me then? That
Excellent
I'm not
question.
his?
I don't know. I assumed that Mother sent you away so that he would never find out the truth.
What did she say sent me away? You. Him.
She said that you would be getting a better education. Father probably believes that you're at some magic academy or something. Did you actually just drop something? Are you okay?
Yeah, I just accidentally threw my pen across the room trying to get a spider off the bed. 1 second.
Okay. I heard the throw, and then I heard someone, like, I think it was you and character sobbing, and I was like, wait, hold on, is she okay? Pause
Oh, no, that
break
was
here.
my real sob because there was a spider on the bed.
Ah, understandable.
Method acting.
She's just... And she's gonna... So there's like 2 different things she wants to do right now. One is grill her brother. The second is absolutely ream Damon for not telling her jack shit. So she's gonna go with the second one for right now. So she turns around again and just... So you knew this whole time... You knew.
I'm not permitted to speak of such things.
Did you fucking use magic to bind yourself to that? Did you? Are you gonna fucking drop dead if you don't tell me the truth? I'm 18. It's been 18 years to tell me the truth. You let me believe this whole time they didn't. Well, I guess they don't love me, do they? But you let me believe this whole time that they loved me, that there was nothing wrong, that they did want to see me, but they don't.
If there's one thing I can assure you of, it's that your mother does love you. You don't understand how hard it was for her to feel that she needed to send you away for your own protection.
About me?
Oh, yeah. If Mom didn't send you away, you'd probably be dead.
That's what about you.
But no one told me anything. I would have just walked in there and made a fool of myself.
Why do you think I never let you come home before?
Maybe I wouldn't have wanted to come home if anyone had bothered to tell me the truth. And now I don't even know who my dad is. I don't know anything.
Sorry, but these were not my secrets to tell.
Obviously, you were there. But I guess I understand if you owe more of an allegiance to them than me. Known them for longer and probably loved them more anyway.
Adeline.
No. I think I don't know what to do next.
It was at this moment that he knew.
What?
It was at this moment he knew. Anyway.
Oh.
Someone played the bit.
You're ruining
But
the
anyway.
tension, viewers.
So what do we do now? What happens now? What do we do?
I've sworn an oath. I cannot leave without your mother and father.
Because they matter more?
Evelyn, this isn't about who matters more or less.
But you would choose them, wouldn't you?
Evelyn, this isn't choosing one or the other.
No, I get it. Sophie, I could use some help in the kitchen if you wouldn't mind. Everyone else on this ship is likely to set fire to it, so I'll take some help.
Of course. I'd be happy to help.
Awesome. You two have fun figuring out whatever the fuck it is you're going to do. I am going to do, I guess, the only job I can do. So, fun, I guess. And Avelina's gonna walk off. And go make lunch, I guess.
Well, and Rizal kind of claps his hands together. That went a lot better than I thought it was going to be honest.
Well, what are we gonna do about your parents?
I don't know if there's much we can do. From what I've seen, there are a lot of vampires, and they have at least one necromancer with them. They've got undead legion with them.
Absolutely wonderful.
So, unless you're willing to hand my dear half-sister over to that dragon man as a bride, it will probably involve a lot of sneaking around.
Well, I figured that was a given. There's definitely too many of them to go in guns blazing.
Just figured I'd make sure. Some adventuring types are a bit gung-ho, from what I've seen.
Roselle, you know.
I know you. I don't know your crew.
You've got a point there. Do you have any information on where they may be keeping the king?
It's likely... Well, there could be two places that I can think of. There's the governor's house on Spismundi. That, once you get onto land, shouldn't be too hard to sneak into. There's only a couple... well... I imagine they probably don't even need that many up there to keep the peace. Not really a whole lot of fighters up there. You just had to get past the cannons. So, a sneak in from the sea wouldn't be a great idea. Um, especially with Dad being away.
Your father's away.
Oh, did I not tell you? He went
No,
on
you
another
didn't.
cruise. To one of the Zaratan, I want to say. They some issue with raiding merfolk. That's why we fell so easily. Half of the army wasn't here.
Explain things.
The dragon was keeping them off for a while, but then he left.
The dragon was keeping the undead off.
From what it looked like, yeah. I mean, this is just a guess, and from some half-seen visions of Sophie's, but I mean, we saw the dragon land, and we saw how many of the undead were raiding Spesmundi, so it really didn't make sense for them to not finish the invasion if it wasn't for the dragon keeping them off. It was weird, though. I've never seen a dragon like it. It didn't have wings, but it still flew. Kind of like twisted and twirled in the air and all that. Like a snake.
Definitely unusual. But that changes things a bit. I was under the impression that the dragon and these invaders were on the same side, but they're not.
Oh, absolutely not. If they were together, then the capital and then the city would have fallen in within hours. Like, when I say it was a big dragon, I mean a big dragon. This thing could have leveled the entire island if it wanted to.
I understand. Okay. We can try to get the Spesmundi. We've got a few people who can traverse underwater. It might be best for us to send in a small party and sneak them out without them even knowing that we've arrived.
Good work. Granted, again, no guarantee that they're in the governor's building. They could also be in the castle of Mariportum under the ocean.
Are the undead under the ocean?
I think so. Well, like they need to breathe, and haven't actually seen a whole very many up on the surface walking around. It's mostly the skeletons, but an occasional vampire. I imagine, from what it sounded like they had an army.
Okay. Well, we've got a 50-50 shot here. Well, it's probably not 50-50, but we're gonna say that. Honestly, I think we should go with the safer option and try Spesmundi. If they're being held in the, if Queen's being held in the castle, I don't know if there's anything we can do about that. I don't know if against an entire army we would be able to sneak in and liberate her. Alright. Is there anything I can get you, Rizal?
No, I'm fine.
Make yourself comfortable. And, I will leave. And I'll go find Akko and Volko. Hey, the two of you. We
Yes.
need to
Yes.
make our way to Spesmundi. Just for Angel's recollection, is Spesmundi a separate island entirely, or
No, so the way it works is, unless you want to explain it, Emma.
Okay. So basically, sorry, let me get it. Okay. So it's in Mariportum is the entire island, and then Spesmundi is the capital. And this is one of the only cities that is half in, half out of the water. And so there's an underwater castle, and then there is an above water castle. And all of the above ground, or not all of it, but most of it, has been taken over by refugees marrying into pre-existing families.
okay?
For context, when Rizal was saying Spesmundi, he was referring to the above water section of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the under the sea castle, because Angel, you would know this, is Lanatal. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty. Actually, we need to sneak into Spesmundi. I don't think
well,
we're going to be able to sneak in, sailing into port.
we have a pretty large ship.
Yes.
Is there anything? Is this somewhere you've been before?
Yes.
Do you know if there's anywhere nearby that would obscure the ship enough that we could dock there?
So, any of the like places kind of far away from the city itself, like where you guys when that cove where the fishing village was, places like that, you'd be able to sneak it, ground the ship. But anywhere close to the city itself is covered with arcane cannons. Covered in the sense that they can see it.
I was thinking we go back to the cove and make our way from the ground there to Spesmundi.
Yes, absolutely.
It's definitely a longer trek, but it's going to be a lot easier to remain unnoticed.
I see. Would you like? I am assuming you would need my wild shaping services. Can I call them
would
services? I
help.
don't know.
Is there anything you can do to, like, help us move quietly? Help us move, like, unnoticed?
I have something. And you see Cheryl kind of like hanging back.
Sure. What have you got?
I learned some new spells recently.
Alright. What's the spell?
I can polymorph someone.
Ah,
I think we can also polymorph.
I'm familiar with that. That could be good.
but for how long can you polymorph?
About an hour. And I can do it twice a day.
By the way, can they get out of the polymorph?
I believe you'd
It
have
is okay.
to damage them
Rest
enough
of-
to make the spell revert it back.
Yeah, if the new form got hurt enough, they would turn back. Otherwise, I would have to drop the spell myself.
Alright.
Okay. I think it may be beneficial to turn Biz into something small. I love the man, but he is not
He
very.
is rambunctious, you can say it.
I wasn't gonna say that. He's just not very soft-footed. It's not about rambunctiousness or anything like that. It's just he's got quite loud armor, and it's hard to sneak around when it's so loud. So polymorphing into something small and carrying him with us would, I think, beneficial until we are in a situation where, like, we need Biz, at which point we could release him from the polymorph.
Oh yeah, I can do that.
I can also, while we're on land, I can move just a bit ahead of the rest of the group and scout out to make sure that where we're going is safe.
Okay.
At least on the ground. I'm sure Rukar could take care of the skies if needed.
I'm sure Rukar could, but large creature like him, like flying around, is going to be very noticeable.
And dangerous, yes. I mostly meant if need be.
Yes.
If we get noticed. Shall we head out now?
I think so.
Alright, let's get to it then.
Alrighty, and we'll pull back into the cove. We'll relay the plan to Biz and Rukar, and then I will go to get Aveline.
Cutting away to Apolline.
Okay. Give me 0.2 seconds. Sorry, I'm also grading at the same time. Alright. Aveline is in the kitchen with Sophie, who is, at this point, I guess, like a neutral party to her. She doesn't really feel any kind of role. So I think it's just a lot of Aveline not angrily pushing spices Sophie's way, but not nicely either. So it's like, you know, they're cooking and stuff, and then Aveline finally, I don't know, like maybe 15 minutes in, just grabs a spoonful of the soup that she's making, and she just, try this.
Oh, alright. What kind of soup is it that you're making?
It's probably a vegetarian soup, because she wasn't sure if Sophie or her brother ate meat.
Okay.
But it's one that she's made a bunch, and it's the only vegetable soup that Whittle will eat. So, she guessed it would be safe.
I'm not exactly much of a cook myself, but I think it tastes good. Maybe a...
Do you think? Go ahead.
The leeks come through very strong. Maybe something to tone that down a little bit.
Aveline just kind of grabs out a step stool and opens a cupboard that, when opened, dust just flies out, and she reaches in the back and grabs a special spice blend. Nobody will ever let me use this because they think that it sucks, but I like it, so we're gonna try it. And she takes like the tiniest spoonful and puts it in the soup. And, alright, let's let that simmer for a little bit. And then we'll try it again.
Alright.
Do you love him?
What? What?
My brother?
Of course.
How long have you
Just
two been together?
blindsides him.
Well, I don't know if together is the correct word. He's been courting me for several years now.
Why haven't you been married?
I don't know. I think it's tradition or something.
Is he a... Oh, that one stings. Alright, hold on. Oh,
Ow.
I guess I don't know much about our traditions, do I? Anyway, is he a good person?
I would say yes. I mean, he believed. How many people really believe my predictions? And despite how crazy mine was, he believed me, and his first thought was to protect me.
Are my other family members like?
I haven't. I haven't interacted with all of them very much. The royal family, you know, they're fairly busy.
Really nice.
I think so. I haven't seen any of them be cruel to servants or treat others with malice, really.
They talk about me.
And she kind of gets this, like, look, and it's just, they're not allowed to, Your Highness.
I don't know if it's really Your Highness anymore. Is it a place worth saving?
A place? I think so. I mean, you saw what the undead did to it. I don't even know why they invaded. We weren't at war with them, or I. And then she kind of stops for a second, and her eyes go blank. Maybe
Adeline,
about-
this is not the first time is she like having like a vision or something?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, Adeline grabs a chair and she sits Sophie down, in like the corner and she sits in front of her so that if Sophie falls to any side, there's someone there to catch her.
After maybe about 20 or 30 seconds, she comes back.
Sorry, I wasn't sure if you were gonna fall over or something. The last person I saw did this. They absolutely bit the dust, and I didn't want that to happen to you. You seem very nice.
No, I appreciate it. Your father, your blood father,
You know him?
how do you feel about him?
Who's my blood father?
I need you to answer the question.
I don't know who he is.
If you met him, what do you think you would do?
I have questions, I think. I want to know if he knew it was me. If he knew who I was. I don't... Are you asking if I'd kill him?
I want to know.
I'm not gonna
You've
kill him.
answered. That's not what I asked. Your father is alive.
Who is it? Who is he?
I don't know his name. I At least I'm pretty sure it's your father. I got the vision connected to you. And after what Rizal said,
What does he look like?
he is tall with olive eyes, olive-shaped eyes, and long straw blonde hair. And he's currently being held prisoner.
By who? For what? For why? I thought he was a refugee. I thought he was a nobody.
By the dead.
For what purpose? What are they? Who are they looking? Are they looking for?
Well, and she kind of like chuckles a little bit. She says, "I mean, what do you think people do when they invade a city? They usually round up the citizens. If they don't kill them all."
But if it wasn't, do you often get visions of unimportant people
Who says he's
chained up in
unimportant?
random seconds?
Oh, I get random visions all the time. Why do you think no one believes or cares half the time when I tell them what I see?
I care. I take notes on strange and random and unimportant things, and 'cause I think they're important.
Well,
One more question.
yes.
Where was there light in the dungeon? Like, is there any identifying features about it?
Well, he was on the surface. I can tell you he wasn't underwater.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, there's not... I don't see a lot of the context of my visions. But it sounded like he was in a room with other living people.
Okay.
And she's like kind of concentrating, trying to remember what she saw. The floor was nice. It wasn't a dungeon. It was... I don't know where it is, but it wasn't a dungeon. Or it's the nicest dungeon anyone's ever built.
Okay. I think I don't know what to think anymore. I guess. I think at that point, if Damon wanted to barge in.
Oh, wait, one more thing.
Yeah? 1 second!
The next time you're having trouble, remember that you can do anything that you put your mind to. And she's gonna use an ability. And
Oh?
your choice in the next 24 hours, when you roll a d20, you can replace that roll with a nat 20. Once. Once.
Evelyn, I'm coming in.
Hi. Captain.
Got a plan of action. We're going to see how much of your family we can rescue.
I'm allowed to go?
I figured you would. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Won't be under the best of circumstances.
Why would it be?
But are you ready to meet more of your family? Hopefully the rest of your family, but I can't guarantee everybody will be there. Or
If they even know who I am.
they'll find out.
Let's go.
Your mother will recognize you at the very least.
Let's go, Captain.
Let's go.
Easy.
All right.
Cool. I think
Uh,
I'd also relay to Damon the vision that Sophie had.
the vision of Adeline's father.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Well,
She said he was with other people.
he's. Say that again.
She said he was with other people.
Did she recognize any of the other people?
No, I don't think she saw any of the other people. I think she maybe just heard them.
Well,
But if it was the royal family, or if she saw them, I think she would have said something.
do you know what your father looks like? Did she, like, was she able to? I don't know how her thing works. Was she able to convey that to you anyway?
She said he has blonde hair, and olive eyes. He doesn't look like me. At least, she doesn't know if he is or isn't my father. She just said it was a vision connected to me. And why else would a random man be in a vision connected to me?
Well, maybe we'll find out.
Damon,
Like,
my brother said that it was a wood elf, that my dad is a wood elf. Do wood elves typically have bright blonde hair?
from what I know about wood elves, it's not typical, but it's not unheard of.
You ready?
Yes, are you?
No, let's go.
Gonna need to keep quiet. Alright?
I can, in fact, shut my mouth for longer than 5 minutes. I know
Really now?
that. Yeah, I'll prove it. I'll prove it.
Alright. Well, I'll be counting. Let's go. And does anybody like have anything they want to say or do before we like get this started?
No.
Not really.
Let's get
Let's
sneaky,
go.
y'all.
Let's get stinky.
Sneaky.
Oh, I was like, what is stinky?
Sneaky.
Sneaky, yes. Alrighty. So we'll make our way onto the shore in the cove and start heading towards the. I don't know why the name is escaping me right now. I said it like 10 times earlier.
The place.
The city. You know where we're going.
Where we're going, yeah.
I said it earlier. The place. The,
No, I forgot as well.
I don't know. It's called like
Spizmundi?
Skadoosh or Spizmundi.
Spizmundi.
Yeah, that's it.
That's the one.
We're going to Spezmundi.
We're going on a trip, man. A ship.
Is this the right one?
Alrighty. I don't know.
Aha.
Let
there we
go.
go.
Lego.
Lego.
Did we get there? Did we do it? Did we make it?
We're there.
Hold
We
on.
made it. We saved everybody. Yay!
Yay!
Hooray!
Hooray!
Gosh, we're so good at D&D.
I know.
So good.
We're so.
Why
they
did
say
you
you can't
say that?
win D&D, but I think we
I
just
think
did.
we just did.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I
no.
think you're right.
Oh no.
Y'all made the music kick in. Are you proud of yourselves?
Yes.
Absolutely.
I think that was an excellent joke.
Alrighty. This was a Hydra spot. Oh, the Hydra from the last campaign.
Oh, false Hydra spawn.
I don't like that chuckle of yours, Kay.
Oh, the false Hydra you bring up. So
No.
interestingly,
Nuh-uh.
Rukar,
Nuh-uh.
I'm gonna give you a little teeny tidbit of information.
Oh.
It's still alive somewhere.
Oh, I think I knew.
Can it not
Yeah.
come right now?
I'm a-
We already have enough that we're dealing with.
I'm not surprised.
What's one
honestly.
more thing at this point?
It's not like you'd even know.
Okay, we're moving on.
So,
That fucking thing creeps me out. Like,
good. So,
False Hydra, what's that? You guys are speaking nonsense.
What are you talking about?
how many?
Alright, Kay,
So,
what do you say?
who all is headed out to sneak? Is it U5 or U6? My bad.
Yeah.
Yes, I would have. I would ask Cheryl and Celeste to at least come to shore with us, so Celeste can if Biz is okay with it, so Celeste can cast polymorph on Biz to turn him into like a hamster or something, so we can just like.
Okay.
If we're
Move more
going
quietly
underwater,
with it.
wait. If
No,
we're,
you're going overland.
The city is underwater, or
No, this
We're
is
going
the
overland.
part of
So-
the city.
Okay.
Half of the city is underwater. We're not going to the underwater part.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Hmm.
yep. You guys.
Oh,
What's up?
before we go, Biz will transfer their arcane armor to infiltrator form.
Alrighty.
So they lose the disadvantage on stealth checks.
You can do that?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, the armor artificer could just change that shit at will.
I
Yeah.
didn't know you could do
and-
that. That's.
And if it's light armor, I get advantage on stealth checks.
Yeah.
Do we need Biz to become hamster then?
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, I
No.
didn't know Biz could do that. That's why I was suggesting the hamster thing. Yeah, if you could do that, I don't think we need the polymorph then.
Alright. But you guys head to shore. Aveline, Celeste pulls you aside for a moment.
yeah.
Aveline,
Yes.
I'm worried. These guys are much more dangerous than anything you guys have fought till now. And I just... If you're at all worried that you might get captured, or worse, just hold on to this, and she presses a ring into your hand, and say my name. And I will be there for you. And then she gives
Evelyn will
you...
give her a quick kiss.
Stole the words right out of my mouth. She kisses back and gives you a big hug. And then kind of playfully pushes you off. She's like, alright. Go get him.
Okay.
Give me an insight check.
I'm not good at these.
I know,
mean,
and it's very useful.
if you wanted to, you could force that nat 20 now.
No.
Oh, you don't need it. You're fine.
Oh my gosh.
So, as she turns away, you see this kind of flash of a grimace on her face. But by the time you have time to think about it, it's already gone.
I'm gonna pull her arm. I'm just gonna pull her back really quick. Hey,
Yeah, what's up?
What was that?
What? What was what?
I made a face. What's wrong?
Oh, uh, I just.
Please don't lie to me. I've had, I guess, 18 years of that, and I would prefer if at least one person would tell me the truth today.
I just don't like it. Like,
Like what?
it feels like at the end of all this, you're gonna go back to. You're gonna be enough of a royal, and they'll bury you off to some guy, and I won't be able to have you.
Um, you didn't hear, did you?
Hear what?
I am a bastard, so you don't really have to worry about any of that anymore. It's I don't matter in the grand scheme of things to these people. So
Can I hear that?
but
Does Echo hear this?
I'm not just going to go off and marry some guy. Can we talk about this more when I get back?
Okay.
Okay. And she's gonna kind of make a small show about slipping the ring onto a chain around her neck and giving it a kiss, and then walking away.
Alrighty. So, what's the order? What's the marching order here? How are you guys making your way across, trekking across the island?
Volko is going first. He's keeping maybe, I guess in terms of map, maybe like a couple squares ahead of people. Just to get a good view of stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna propose that Akko acts as a scout because he was going to wild shape into a cat.
Yeah.
So you see, Rukar's main thing in these type of missions were to be to fly above, but since it's more so for stealth, would that be a wise decision?
Probably not in this moment.
And like the only way to make it so that I'm actually doing stealthy is to be so high up, I could barely see shit. I guess Rukar could be taking up the rear, just keeping an eye out behind the group.
Honestly, that'd be great.
Also, I got the stab block of the cat at the ready.
No worries.
Yeah, so Rukar will be taking the back, keeping an eye out from behind.
So Valko's scouting ahead. Rukar is keeping an eye on the back, and Akko's also scouting as a cat. What about Damon, Biz, and Aveline?
I mentioned Biz is in the front of like the main pack, or at least maybe slightly behind Damon.
Yeah, I imagine Damon's probably like leading the main pack.
I think Aveline is probably firmly between Damon and whoever else is next to Damon. Mostly because she wants to be able to react quickly, but also so that she can prove to Damon that she can, in fact, keep her mouth shut for longer than 5 minutes. So
I know you
she's
can.
kind of
You've
making
gone
it
to sleep before.
Huh?
I said, I know you can. You've gone to sleep before.
No, she's a sleep talker. No, sorry, she's a sleep singer.
Even better.
So
Alrighty.
Alright. You guys trek through the forests on the island for maybe about an hour, let's say. Or you come upon the outer wall of the city. You can see that the landward side isn't as well defended. You can see that like the walls pointing out onto the ocean are basically lined with cannons. All able to like kind of rotate well enough so that they're able to cover any approach from a ship. On the land side, there's the wall and the gates. Up on the wall, you can see a couple very still beings keeping watch. It's not very many. Maybe one every 30 or 40 feet.
Are those guards alive though? Like, or undead?
Make me a perception check. Disadvantage because you guys are more than the range of your dark vision away.
I have no dark vision.
Yeah, I got. Quick question. Just, yeah, I know it doesn't matter because they are out of dark vision, but when I'm in wild shape, does my senses stay, or
Use the
is
cat
it overridden?
senses.
Okay. Okay, so. Three. And I do that twice, right?
Yeah, or
2 seconds.
Okay.
roll twice and take the lower one.
Boom and boom.
12.
Never fucking mind.
I mean, you can't really tell if they're undead or not. In fact, you can't even tell if they're people because it's just a kind of a shape that's just not moving. So
what about the smell?
You figure at this distance, you smell a lot of burning and a lot of blood.
Yeah.
So basically, you've narrowed it down to it's either like a scarecrow or it's an undead.
All right. Also, I'd like to say that for now, Kali Akko is hanging out on Valka's shoulder.
Sounds good.
Caliaco. Calico.
Yeah, he's a Calico. Calico cat.
Valko will scratch your head. Okay, how are we getting in here?
Yeah, press T to throw rocks to distract guards.
Yes. So we throw a rock at the guard's head.
Press W to whistle.
If it's big enough, we can.
You cut off after you said when.
How large are these creatures?
They look about medium size.
Okay. Medium size can cover a range. Are they just regular size? Do they look particularly beefy?
You have trouble discerning them from the size of a human. or elf or similar creature. You can tell like there aren't like dwarves or gnomes or anything, but they're also not like Goliaths.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot my Wheel of War one.
I can make an attempt to sneak up there and take him out without.
These guys are standing at the top of like the wall.
Weird.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah, this is a walled city.
No, they're
Was
not like
it-
at ground level. They're at the.
No,
like,
they're
top
standing
the wall.
on top of a wall. Like this is a stone wall.
I apologize if you answered this already, but does it seem like are we anywhere close to like the edge of this wall? Because it's the city itself is half above water, half underwater. I guess my question is, does that wall end near the water?
So the way that it works is imagine them like two separate, like physically two separate cities, and the one above ground is encircled with its wall.
Oh, I see. Okay, thank you for clarifying.
Yeah.
Um,
How tall is
it-
the wall?
it is probably about 2 stories tall, so around like what 20 feet. See the ship still? Are
20
they
feet?
just on the ship looking in? I don't have a map for that, Nomad. So shush.
20 feet? Well, I could just climb it.
I could.
30 feet
Face-
climb speed, baby.
I
I
could
mean-
face step up there.
And-
Fly up there as well.
You aren't
have-
like at the edge of the wall. So like sorry, I didn't do a great job describing this.
That's fine.
So you guys are at like the edge of the of like where there's still like foliage, whether it's like bushes or trees or what have you. And then there's about 40-foot stretch at the edge of the walls. It's kind of like kept as like a manicured lawn.
So basically, wall, 80-foot stretch of just tamed land and like a pathway, and then just forest.
Yeah, so think like your classic medieval castle, where there's at least one that's not run by an idiot, where the wild plans are kept back so that there's an open space where you can you can kind of see what's going on down there from the wall.
And you say we noticed that there are people supposedly at the top of the wall, but whether or not it's actually undead or just scarecrow remains to be known.
Yep,
Do we
and there's
see
about
if
one every 30 feet.
Yeah, and do we see the wall like armed, like with any sort of weaponry?
The wall, you don't see any cannons or anything on it. No.
Okay.
Yeah, so I could
Yes.
just, I could just fly.
Good.
If, and hear me out here, could polymorph be used to make myself look like a guard?
That
Hmm.
would be disguised.
I
Like,
think
let
you
me-
have to turn yourself into a beast.
Yes, polymorph is
Yeah.
for turning yourself into a beast. Alter.
Alter self or disguise self.
Yeah, those are
Yeah.
the ones for changing yourself into
You
like
have a
another
disguise
humanoid.
kit,
Yeah.
though.
And
I
even
do
then,
have a disguise kit. That is, in
Yeah,
fact,
yeah.
correct.
and even then, we are so far away from actually seeing any of the guards that we can't really determine what
Yeah.
they are. One-to-one remake.
Yeah.
Also, I'd like to say, like, there's a 40 feet stretch, right?
Yep.
Kind of
Yeah,
like-
but that's.
I
putting
can cover
ourselves
that
out.
easy. I got like 40 feet of moving speed and then 30 feet of climbing speed. So like basically in
I-
one turn I could just hop up.
But that's
Oh,
Yeah, I
that's
can as
putting
well.
all of us in the open. If we do, isn't it?
Depends. We could just
okay.
drag your guards up there.
Yes.
You said there was one guard every 30 feet or whatever
Yep.
is up there. Okay. I guess I don't know if I would need a perception check for this, but to make out like how many are like very nearby us, like a number.
Well, let's say you can easily make out the silhouettes of around 7 guards.
Okay. So then I think if there's 7 up there, then I don't know if it's the best strategy for like 1 or 2 of us to like run up and try to take them out, since we don't know exactly what we're up against.
A distraction.
A distraction, I'd say that's kind of risky for whoever's going to distract.
Yeah.
I could also
Also,
get.
distraction would be
natural
a double-edged
charm.
sword because we distract them so we could sneak in, but at that point they know we're here.
Well, no, not necessarily, because what if it's not people distraction? What if, hear me out, guys. I know this is shenanigans, but I'm going to assume that we have the capability of setting up some kind of, like, have you guys heard of, like, the dust storm stuff? Where, like, you make, like, little shadows and stuff, so you can't really see what is there, but it just kind of looks like random things and not necessarily people. And so while they're checking out the random shit scuttling in the corner, we're sneaking around. And so I'm not explaining myself properly. What I'm proposing,
You want to make a diversion.
I want to make a diversion. I don't want to use us. I want to see if we can use like animals, or if
A
we can
silent
get
image.
like use like disguise kit stuff or extra clothes or things like that, and dress up like blocks of wood and move them around with either magic or rope or something. Like whoever is the fastest of us stays behind for like a little bit to move it, and then can like misty step or run or something to catch up with us.
That sounds
Or-
kind of like a silent image or minor illusion.
Or we set up a giant bonfire, and just as we're about to go over the wall, we set it on fire.
I did think about the fire thing, but we're also in the middle of a forest. I'm worried
Just
about
set fire to the forest. Huh?
listen, I will not say that that thought did not cross my mind as I was like, we need a diversion. I don't think that's a good idea.
Fair enough.
I like the idea of like setting up either a minor illusion or some sort of diversion with like making it look like there's like other people down there. I think that might work.
Yeah.
Without getting closer to the wall, I could just fly straight up and look and see if there's any more people that we can't currently see from the
They
ground.
might see you though.
They could shoot at you.
There's no cannons up there.
Spells can be fired.
Hold on, wait. Let me check my list of magic shit I get. Give me
Hold on,
0.2 seconds.
I got
In,
evade.
Because
got
I might
evade,
have a tail I can get.
I
in
got
the
evasion, I'll be fine.
meantime, Kay, is the wall just like clean, like full, or is there small cracks that a tiny creature could slip through, perhaps?
Make me a perception check.
I did want to ask about like possibly perceiving like possible secret entrances through the wall, or like a hole in like, you know how like some like walls for defense have like holes that like, people can fit like
That's an 8.
bows and stuff through.
Oh my god, I just found something. Okay, Tinwi, in the Citizen Peku, I don't know how to pronounce their fucking name, but in the $5 rewards for the beach town, they have a ghost ship icon.
I know. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, anyway.
Would I
that's
also
an
be
8.
able to make a
Mhm.
perception check for some of that stuff?
Absolutely. You don't see shit, Akko.
Yeah.
Oh, wrong dice.
Bruh!
Volko,
Okay, I know I'm not any good at this, but can I try making a fucking perception check? Like, Jesus.
go for it.
We know better.
Wait, are they always at disadvantage?
Oh, this is how tonight's gonna
you know
go,
what?
huh?
Hold on. Can I, like, just for shits and giggles, can I try?
Oh, I have
Go
dark
for
vision. I
it.
didn't realize I have dark vision.
It's a disadvantage for me because I don't have dark vision and it's probably out of my line of
Yes,
sight.
absolutely.
Cool.
You're gonna get the highest roll. I'm calling
Oh my god.
Okay.
The fuck?
So, Rukar,
Ooh.
you notice a couple things. First off, yes, you do notice that this wall isn't exactly solidly flat. The bricks that are used to make it, and when I say bricks, I mean like 1 foot by 3 foot stone slabs. You see that they are kind of uneven, to the point where you think that there might be hand and footholds in there. You also see that while the gate itself is down, the door, like, so this is a 2-part gate. And so it's got, like, a metal portcullis, kind of like, you know, like prison bars, and then a big old wooden door behind it. That wooden door isn't entirely closed. Lastly, you see a grated pipe that leads into the water. Or, well, that empties into the water.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Does Rukar relate any of this back to us?
I think we could just like first off just perceive just okay. Keep in mind he doesn't have dark vision, so he really has to like just triple check his vision, make sure he's not seeing things. So then he's just gonna like move towards what I assume is like a little huddle area where Valko and Aveline and everyone else is just trying to like come up with ideas.
So
like I think Lucar like probably like in the tree, like it's like actually like in a like really perched on a tree branch to get a closer look without leaving the foliage. And then he just comes back. Alright, so from what I can tell, there are 3 different ways we can get in. We can either climb up the shadowy made brick wall, walk directly to the front gate, 'cause I don't think that's just unlocked. I think that's just still unlocked. Or a giant pipe that leads into like the water of the city, or it's just like a sewage pipe, essentially.
If I get in, I could disguise myself as one of them and open the door.
Okay. So like the door itself seems like it's unlocked, but the gate is down.
Sorry, like that portcullis, you guys could like walk through it.
Okay.
That's more like, you know, keeping a wagon or a battering ram out. It's not like the bars aren't so close that a person can't get through it. It's the door that keeps people out.
Gotcha.
If I get in there, I could set up some kind of distraction for all of you to make it through. Without being detected.
What if I just acted like a cat?
Just
scratch the door, being like, "Let me in."
We could just go back and get a bucket crab.
I hate to
But
suggest
I can swim. I can swim through that pipe.
You look down, Rukar, and you see a bucket crab next to you.
Huh, look at the devil.
It is not one of the ones that was on the ship with you.
I'll take this bucket crab with me. We'll go inside. Bucket crab and I will set up a distraction so that you guys can literally walk through the front door.
Alright.
Because I'm going to assume that climbing means we're going to have to fight things. And that is not in our best interest.
There is also the sewer. I'm assuming it's a sewer grate.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about swimming through with the bucket crab.
I can swim through that too.
Yes, I don't think that one person should go alone, but Aveline, I think that's a good, like, I think you making a distraction would be good.
So who else is coming with me besides bucket crab?
I can go.
Alright. Let's swim through the fucking sewer.
I think Lucar's still gonna be perched on the branch that he looked out to notice those
Oh.
like discrepancies in the wall. So he's just gonna keep an eye out.
We should have a signal. Before Aveline leaves, she just kind of. We should have a signal. If let's see. Hold on. Wait.
Okay, I do have a quick question. Was that pipe, was it completely submerged in water, or was it?
No, like it's sticking out of the wall, and like every once in a while you see some liquid come out of it and sploosh into the water.
Okay, yeah. So it's like I think it's like elevated off the ground a bit, and it's just like
It's within
water's,
reach,
like, running
but
up.
yeah.
Yeah. It's water's running out of it.
Not actively. Like every once in a while you see a little bit of water like sploosh out of it, but that's it.
If possible, I think I want to go with Damon and Aveline, if that's all right.
Okay. But we are gonna need to come up with some kind of signal. So I'm thinking two of us, and maybe, like, not three of us, and then maybe like. Because we don't want to tip anyone off that we're in there, so what kind of signal can we use that it's good to go? Sending something through the pipe?
That would require us to get close to it.
If we get to the door, couldn't we motion to it? Or do you mean? Oh no, because I guess one of us could then speak off the door if there's three of us going.
That's true. Okay. We'll be fine. Shall we?
Okay.
Let's do this.
So you three in the bucket crab are going into the pipe?
Yes.
Yes.
Make me stealth checks.
I would like. Hold on. Before anyone makes any rolls, I would like to cast guidance on Damon.
Unfortunately, Damon already rolled.
Whoop.
But I said I was trying. Cat is fine.
I'd cast it on.
Actually, let me use my reaction to add a wheel to that roll.
Okay, and what does that do?
Add 6 to the.
Well, that's better.
Well,
it's moderately better. I mean.
Oh, it says that he can roll the die before or after making the ability check. So.
Yes, but you didn't cast guidance on him until after he made the check.
But I was trying to cast it before.
Yes, and that's not on you. But still.
I would just cast. I would cast it on yourself then, Aveline.
Then I cast guidance on myself. Oh, I don't need it. Cool.
The stealthiest of them all.
It is collectively a good enough score.
Okay.
You know what? Actually, let me.
I haven't rolled.
I'm sorry. It's 4 of you now.
No.
Wait,
no.
never mind.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Oh, no, like
I misunderstood the situation.
But I can do this. I'm going to grant Damon Bardic Inspiration. So.
Okay. So, let us see. A little bit of Dashroll ASMR.
I can use, you know what?
Okay.
This only lasts for a minute. I'm going to roll my guidance.
Okay.
Just in case. Great.
Guys, I'm so good at rolling.
Yeah. So the three of you, the three of you make your way to the pipe, and as far as you can tell, you have not been seen. And there's no uproar been raised, no clamor of alarms or anything like that. Those of you that are that haven't come up yet, you do not see any movement on the walls.
Okay.
As you-
Yeah, I guess we're just gonna go through the pipe then.
As you crawl into the pipe, that is where we're going to take a short break.
Okay.
Everyone go either get water or stretch. But we shall be right back.
Huh?
Sorry, I was just closing the door. Green font moment. Yeah, Avalon said we need a signal, and then we call at the moment just like, oh cool, would have been teach me this one. Oh wait, no, that's like wait, did it go like that? No, it wasn't that one. It was this one. Bird noises. Do the vine boom sound effect. Unfortunately, I don't have that sound effect.
Vine boom.
I need to find. This is a sin on my part. I know you do.
I'll be right back.
Hello.
Oh wow. Who the fuck? Ah, I see. Can you here for? But I was just like, Evelyn just asking, okay, we need a signal, and I was just thinking I just thinking it'd be funny, like when you get to the moment, and Ricardo just like, oh, cool. Well, hold on, I got something. Widow's been Widow's been teach me this. Me as a kid with 2 flashlights on it.
Apologies.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, I needed that stretch.
I hope everybody got some water.
I have one right here.
Oh yeah, let me just crack open this nice cold bottle of carbonated water.
Pepsi can.
As if I drink Pepsi.
Imagine drinking soda.
Couldn't be me. Chugs iced tea.
No, I actually don't drink soda.
I don't drink soda often. I'll like get a craving for it and then not drink it again for like a month. But I still pound monsters every day.
You poor insides.
Listen, I don't drink as much as I used to. Now I'm down to only 2 a day at the most.
That's not bad. Well, for someone who doesn't drink Monster, I can't say.
We had to pause there like, wait, is that better or worse?
I mean, it's if you were drinking more previously, it's better.
I used to have to get up and be at work at 5 a.m.
Yeah, that's.
I am not a morning person. Now I only have to be at work at 6 a.m.
Just a little bit better.
I believe we're still waiting on Heather and Angel.
Awa.
Oh, you are here. Okay. But we're
And
still
Heather.
waiting on Angel. Do you guys like the spooky music? I found it last minute.
I love it.
Nice.
I actually thought we were going to have an enormously bad thing happening as soon as it started playing. I was like, oh god.
Yeah, I was actually expecting to like get caught somehow as we were going through the forest.
I mean, who knows? Maybe you did.
Don't be ominous
true.
like that, I swear to god.
Remember, illusion magic is spicy.
And we were being watched the last time we were on land.
Stop being ominous like this.
And now we've split the party.
That you have.
I wonder if we can split it even more.
Oh, we definitely could. Actually, we're planning on it. Once we get into the city, one of us is gonna break off from the
One
other
has-
two and
I
get
mean,
the door.
Avalon has to go up to see the guards in disguise and stuff as one. I won't have to be down at the door to like push it open further.
This is gonna be fine. We'll be fine.
It'll be fine. I think it'll be fine.
Evelyn be
Everything
like,
is
alright
part
guys,
of the
let's split
plan."
up. I'm going up with Celeste to the bedroom. You guys check the basement.
Let's split up, gang.
Alright, Angel's back. Is everyone here?
Aveline?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yay.
Alrighty. So, the three of you and your bucket crab climb up into the sewer drain. It is quite disgusting. You make your way through it for about 5 minutes before you come across a branch that goes up. And you can see in kind of like a slightly tilted tube upward, you can see that it leads to the inside of a room.
This is the first time in 5 minutes I have seen light. Can we please go up this way?
Volko, who looks rather sickly from the stench, swallows and said, I would also like to get out of here as well.
Yes, this seems like the best route of action.
Alright, up we go.
All right, everyone, make me an athletics check to pull yourselves up.
Can I convince you that it should be acrobatics?
Are you doing backflips?
No, but I'm going to use like I don't think I'm using brute strength to get myself up there because Aveline knows herself and knows that she's not a strong person. But she is very dexterous and she is very nimble. And so she's probably more likely to not be like pulling herself up, but more utilizing the nooks and crannies within to almost like, you know, trapeze, artisty, whatever the fuck.
All right, sure.
Okay. Cool.
Be possible I could make that same argument.
Yeah, go for it.
Cool.
Yeah, I would like to do the same thing.
None of us here are like strength? No.
Alrighty. You're able to get yourselves up. Damon, at some point you slip as your hand meets a part that is not hard, but is in fact squishy. You are able to regain your grip and finish making your way up.
Just pretend to smuck. Just pretend to smuck.
I think I'd like to poke my head out really fast and do a quick scan of the room.
Absolutely. You are in a bathroom. It is empty.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, gross.
You raise your head up and you hit something in front of you.
No.
You hit something squishy in front of you. It's kind of random shape.
No.
You see the moon in front of you.
Suddenly the light goes away.
It's a full moon tonight.
Everyone make me dex saves.
You take the moon.
No.
Full hand.
You pull yourself up and it is an empty bathroom.
Is there some bucket of water, something, somehow, somewhere? Oh, we have the bucket crab with us, right? I'm
Yes.
just gonna lay down on the floor and I'm going to allow the bucket crab to clean me.
The bucket crab scuttles away and begins mopping itself.
Bucket crab, please.
I would like to
Vegetation.
lean up. Go ahead, sorry.
God, imagine not having prestidigitation as a spellcaster.
Whatever. There are, in fact, other spells.
Dude, I mean, every spellcaster should have that as their cantrip.
Yeah.
And this is why.
The bucket crab will mop you guys off.
Okay. Maybe
Alright, hear me
Damon,
out.
it's not enough. You still, your hand smells.
Or
maybe
hear me out. Just don't get into dirty places.
maybe we should get the rest of everyone else up here.
No, it's just you three.
No, I know. Maybe we should send a signal.
How? You're in a bathroom?
Yeah, I'm aware. Aveline is gonna take like a brightly colored scarf.
Aveline, before we send a signal, let's make sure it's safe first.
Oh, right, that part. Good.
I would like to lean up against the door of the bathroom and try to hear for any movement outside.
Make me a perception check. You do not hear anything else in the building that you.
Okay. I do want to open the door just a little bit to get some sight on where we are.
Absolutely. direct your attention to the bottom right of the map. If it loads and unpixelates itself, God. The only problem with these really high quality maps is that they take a little while to load.
I'm gonna go out on a limb, and I think we should probably get everyone else up here.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
If they can come
There we
through
go.
the sewage pipe, that might be safer than getting everyone around through the door.
Yeah.
Volko, you see as you peek through the door that you are in the bathroom of a general store. You can see various items like preserved meats and vegetables, simple tools, from farmer's tools to cooking knives to even a single set of leather armor on a stand out on display, although it looks like it has been ransacked.
Volko takes a second to glance around and then relays to the others, says, it's safe, send the signal.
Avelina's going to take a red something, and she's going to grab a rock of some kind, just so that it actually tumbles down. And she's going to or not red, sorry, probably green, so that they know it's safe to come up through the tunnel.
Oh, you sending it back down through the pipe? Because you are now,
Yeah.
behind... Alright. Even though,
So, Aveline, as you kind of drop it down, I'll remind you that these pipes are at almost right angles to each other. And so you drop it down and it lands on the ground of the pipe that you guys were going through before,
Yeah.
but it doesn't slide anywhere.
Yeah, it's not it's at a right angle and it's very, straight. It's not, curved.
It does angle down a little bit, but it is not much.
Then how is the poop supposed to get out?
As you are wondering this, you notice that there is a glyph carved into the wall behind the toilet, and you as a spellcaster recognize that if you were to pump a tiny amount of willpower into it, it would cast the spell Create Water.
Cool, I do that.
Absolutely, yeah. The pipe begins to fill up with water that is quickly splashing down into the pipe. Outside, the other three can see another sploosh of water, followed by something. What did you say it was green? Hanging out of the pipe.
Green, yeah.
That must be them.
Can we even see that from where we're standing?
Yes. You can see it well enough.
So now we just gotta stealthily make our way over to the pipe.
Yep.
Alright. 3 of you make stealth checks.
Don't fuck it up, please.
Fucks it up so bad.
16.
Wait, yeah. Cool.
Yeah. While I'm in
Wow.
Yeah, go.
Nice.
I don't get you. I feel like I like to think that's help because you have shapeshifted into an actual cat.
It was just a small little creature.
Just a small creature.
As you
I
guys,
had a nat 20 jump scare.
as the 3 of you are making your way across, you see one of the figures on the wall kind of turn and look at where you guys were before going back to its neutral position.
Just slipped away.
And you were able to make it to the pipe.
Please be a must have been the win moment.
Following the cloth, you guys make it to the general store.
Are we also
Rukar
covered in
and
sewage?
Biz make me you two make me athletics or acrobatics checks. Akko, as a tiny cat, you would have to be carried by someone.
Does the climbing speed is not enough?
Do you feel like that your cat could climb like 30 feet up
I have 30 feet.
up a fairly smooth tube that has been worn down by shit
fair.
and piss over the years?
18.
That is fair. Carry me, Biz.
9.
Biz, you make it up fairly well. Rukar, you stumble and like kind of like slam into the walls of it a couple times, and by the time you make it to the top, your feathers are very dirty.
That honestly, I would say that's the least of his concern, because you probably see like his eyes are pink because he's not good with tight spaces. He's a bird. He likes the open spaces. He's not good being confined in a tube where he can barely stretch his wings.
We clean you off with the bucket crab.
No,
The bucket crab tries its best, but it's not enough. You are going to need a bath or magic.
Like the shit on his wings, like the last thing he really worries about. He just wants to get out of a pipe because he just doesn't want to be in an enclosed space. I think I made it so that he just has a slight bit of, like, he has some claustrophobia because he's a bird.
Fair. But
He does not.
Okay, but going into this store, Valko didn't see anyone?
Yeah, Volko will say, once the other three are here, Volko will say, the store seems empty, but be on your guard anyway.
Oh, wait. Who is carrying Akko? Oh, wait, who is carrying Akko?
Biz was.
Biz.
Cool, okay.
Biz
I figured, but I just wanted to be certain.
didn't carry Akko. Akko just slipped into Biz's helmet.
I'm just worried about this stench, like us tipping people off if we smell.
Prestidigitation.
Don't have it.
I do.
Okay,
Oh,
good.
God.
A quality spellcaster.
Fuck off.
Hey, of all of the spellcasters in the party, only one. You all are cleaned. And you no longer smell like rancid shit. Reason number 732 why my streams are always marked as mature.
But what... I'm gonna ask Damon if he recognizes where we are.
Would I recognize where we are?
Make me a history check.
Okay.
While they're doing that, how far could I walk to the store before I'm out of it? Like, I can actually, before I'm like in a line of sight of anyone? Like windows or doors just to peek out?
So, yeah, you can make yourself into the store and then, like, kind of, like, peek out the window. Sure. Damon, you don't recognize this place. I mean, it's a pretty generic store.
Yeah.
Hell, it might have even popped up after you left.
I'm gonna, Car's gonna, like, just slip out of the bathroom and just, while staying close, I think, like, what I imagine would be shelves or, like, a register counter, just, like, as cover. He's just gonna peek through the windows and just see what's in the surrounding area.
Absolutely. Rukar, you witness a scene happening before you.
Oh.
Can Aveline also be looking out?
Anybody who wishes to look out the window will see the following things happen. You see one of those people in full black plate mail. He is standing over a pile of corpses. As he raises both of his hands, he casts a spell that targets the pile. And out of it, forming together, a group of 8 skeletons that slowly make their way into stand in line with each other.
Hmm.
Does anybody speak deep speech?
Let me see.
I think
do
I
not
speak
believe.
primordial.
I do not. I speak
I do
primordial,
not.
but I don't
No.
speak. I do not speak deep speech.
Undercommon is not deep speech, right?
No.
No.
Okay, then no.
Undercommon is Underdark, and deep speech is like abyss.
Okay.
I don't.
Then none of you know what he's saying, but after he finishes talking, the skeletons split into 2 groups and begin walking in kind of like a rough formation away into farther into the town.
Oh, that's concerning.
Arcana check to see if the skeletons are now like entities of their own, or if they are linked to him.
Make me an Arcana check.
You're good at those.
Kill one of them, will he notice? Or will he feel it? Come on. Ah, that's the thing.
Not horrible.
You recognize that with a spell like that, I mean, they're definitely connected to him in the way that they are, summons. You don't know how deeply connected to him they are, though.
But he would notice if one of his summons.
You're not sure.
Okay.
I think I want to wait until he leaves, and then I want to. Actually, does this general store have a map?
It does not.
Okay. Then I want to be able to get Damon out into the street so maybe he can point us the right way. But we kind of have to wait for this guy to leave.
As you're watching, you see that he kind of walks over to the wall over here and just is looking out towards the ocean.
Okay.
I need a distraction.
Bucket crab time. I'm going to let the bucket crab reproduce with all of the buckets in this place.
Oh my god.
Oh dear lord.
Every
we needed a
little
distraction.
bucket. But I'm going to hold them on a leash because I'm going to assume there's rope in here. I'm going to hold them all up as they reproduce. Two things, so that I'm not the only one holding them.
Oh god.
Okay.
Oh god.
Volko just
God.
looks a little disturbed.
I think you can leave them. Let them go.
Kaliako
You are now looking at
is-
18 bucket crabs.
We are going to leave out the back. And as we leave out the back, I'm going to let go of the rope that is holding all of these bucket crabs in. And we are going to take the back alleyways and let these bucket crabs rain hell.
Run wild.
Are they even gonna leave the store? They're just gonna stay in the store and just keep finding more buckets?
That was they consumed all of the buckets that were in the store.
Gotcha.
Thank you for the roll earlier, Nomad.
Somebody break the door down, I guess.
Oh no.
Oh no, they probably can break the door down. But can someone sprinkle dirt and shit along the doorway, just so that, because we're going to take advantage of their natural tendency to want to clean things.
All right.
I don't have druidcraft.
Here, all of you head out. I'll knock something over near the door.
Just a pot.
Okay. Is there a back door we can leave out of?
I'll say yes. There's a door like over here that you can leave out of. And then there's some like crates over there that you think you could like hide behind.
Okay. So, in very quick succession, I'm gonna have Valko, or everyone is gonna get ready to leave and hide. Valko is going to break the door.
Yep.
And then I'm going to let go of the rope.
Well,
And I'm also going to hide.
well,
All 18 of them at some point come over and snip at Akko's ankles.
so like, what kind of door is it? Is it like a wooden door, a glass door? Is it
It's
even
wooden.
a door at all? Okay. So you could just probably like just chuck something at it and just knock it open at least.
Yep.
I'm a monk. I plan on kicking it.
So I think Aveline and Valko are probably over here. So that when the door is kicked open, like...
Here, give me the rope.
No. I got it. I'm honestly scared if the second I let go of this rope, bad things are gonna happen. So you're just gonna need to kick it,
I am as well.
and then we're just gonna run, and it's going to be okay. I think everything is going to be okay. Are you guys going to fucking hide or what?
Volko is going to motion for the others to head out.
I think I'm gonna go lay down because I've had a headache all session and it's only getting worse.
Oh, I'm sorry, buddy.
Alright.
Rest up, bud.
So
Have a good
yeah, sorry,
time.
gamers. Later.
You're good.
Bye.
Thank you.
Damon's hiding. Okay. You guys ready?
All right.
Okay. Are you guys all hidden?
Biz.
Biz. Hidden?
Token.
Move to the other rest of the cluster on the lower right.
No.
not
No,
there.
No,
other way,
no,
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 no.
no.
Volko's like,
Alright.
no.
Sorry.
No, you're
Okay.
good, you're good.
Ready? Valko on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Volko like spins a wheel kick at the door.
The second the door is open, Aveline is going to let go of the rope, grab Valko.
Volko's also grabbing Aveline.
Mutually grabbing each other.
Aveline is going to very deftly, as she lets go of the rope and in one hand grabs Valko, she's going to grab some like dirt or some shit off the floor and throw it out the door so that their natural instinct to clean takes over.
Volko like starts pushing Aveline like go.
And we're just gonna yeet. We're gonna go.
I'm gonna describe the next series of events.
Oh.
As you bust open the door, the crabs, the bucket crabs, all scuttle outward in a mob. Upon hearing the noise of the door being broken down, the armored person just looks around. You can hear a, "What the?" And then you all hear a ringing in your ears. As anybody who has a visual on the street can see a massive beam of energy as 18 eldritch blasts are fired simultaneously at this vampire, and as the magical energy is like erupts in a cacophony, you all lose hearing for a good couple seconds. Just
Eldritch base boost.
Gods, what have we done?
Base boosted Eldritch blast.
he gets knocked back You're not sure if it did much damage, but the overwhelming firepower throws him
He's gone.
off
okay,
of the wall.
Okay, Volko just starts like pushing some of the others, like, okay, we gotta go. Go, go, go.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go.
As your hearing comes back, you can hear the numerous footsteps of a lot of skeletons.
Oh god.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Back alley, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Alright, let's go. Good handle.
What have we done?
I don't know if bucket crabs can be killed.
You even see skeletons climbing up the wall that the vampire got thrown off of.
Oh god. Oh
No,
god.
We needed a distraction.
Let's go.
Can I? Could we like
We're-
fly up?
we're-
I'm working on it!
Give them a second.
I can only do so many things at once.
The crabs are a distraction enough. Did you not see the vampire just get fucking blasted to like?
Yes, Alko, we saw it, but now there's a bunch of fucking skeletons, so we need to
No, you don't
move.
hear Akko. That is me talking. That is me talking.
So,
Akko is incapable of speech. He is a cat.
Is the fur all puffed up though?
Is where you're going.
Oh,
The feral puffed up. Yeah.
you can see the skeletons, like, bearing down on the bucket crabs, who then scatter.
Oh.
Grabs a 40, smashes it on the ground, and yells, "Scatter!"
Oh, the multiplying
Okay.
their forces.
Yes.
Would you like me to roll a D100 to see how many more bucket crabs are created?
Why would
Go
you
for
ask
it.
that?
I hadn't thought of that.
Oh god.
Oh god. Oh.
That's honestly, it's a little low considering the
Nomad,
dice.
roll me a D100 as well.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh god.
I mean, they split into two. They semi split off into two factions, so like it makes sense.
Wait, hold on. I want to look. Look.
Oh.
Really?
Oh my god.
Well, I mean, 37 times 6 isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
I'm 6?
Yeah. You thought I was going to add them?
Yes.
Fuck no.
Yeah.
Do you know how many buckets are going to be in a portside city?
Yeah. Oh no.
What number is that anyway? I'll
I
check
got you.
it.
I got you.
222.
Oh.
Hold
So we are no longer the biggest threat on this island.
Whom's
So
the
it's
fuck?
37 times 6, 222.
Yeah, we are no longer the biggest threat, right?
This also like begs the question
Wait.
of like they'll evolve, won't they?
That's
That-
just
They will.
And that's just the buckets that they were able to find.
And
Give them like a night.
as this is all set into motion, the various security forces on the island are very distracted, chasing down and fighting the bucket crabs.
I could probably just.
So those are so it's 222 bucket crabs that survive, right?
That's how many are created
I don't know how many are
tonight.
gonna be.
Good night.
I could probably like
So
go airborne
they're
now. People are distracted.
Very distracted. Can we then just like sneak around and fuck around?
Absolutely. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction, so because of this terrible, horrible event that you have unleashed upon the world, I will allow you to easily sneak through the city.
All right,
I
let's
feel
go.
like Yeah, I feel like I missed the chaos. Would this be a good time for Rukar to actually be airborne and have like a visual eye in the sky? Or would it be better to get?
You
stay
think
close to
you'd
the
still
ground?
get seen if a large
Yeah,
bird man showed up flying
That is
overhead.
fair. Oh,
But
that is very fair. Okay.
Damon,
122.
but Damon is able to lead you guys to the palace.
Is there like along the way, do you maybe think there's like maybe a store or something where there might be a book that might raise Aveline's intelligence?
You're asking for one of
Maybe.
the rarest items in the game, just casually on display at a shop in this town.
You know what? Honestly, yeah.
I mean, I gave you guys access to that exact book earlier in the campaign,
Yeah,
but
and then Akko got it, and I need it. Because
no,
I need
Akko chose a
No,
different
my
book, and
intelligence
I
so
chose a
that I can
different book.
become a wizard.
no, Akko chose a different book, and then all the other ones disintegrated because he only had one choice. Like, all of the tomes were there in that library.
Yeah.
The ones that actually raised your stats.
I know, and I wanted them.
I think they're
Listen,
gone
we
now.
got the grace of the bucket crabs being a huge distraction. Let's take what we can get and go.
Just run. Just
Fine. Is there
run.
anything cool we can pick up along the way?
Roll me another D100.
It's another bucket crab.
Okay.
You pass by a certain street, there is a bucket store.
69.
69.
Come on.
Nice.
You gotta get
Nice.
me something. I got 69.
69.
You find this box level bad dragon.
God.
The fuck is that?
Not just
Hold up, what the fuck is that? Hold on. Never heard of this item before.
The fuck is that? It's not a fucking cat.
69 pounds worth of bucket crab meat.
No. Honestly,
okay.
for 222 bucket crabs to be made, there has to be a bucket store in this city.
So,
it's a portside town. Of course there's a bucket store.
you find a, on the dead body of, some minor noblewoman, that you pass by as you're sneaking around, you see that she's got a ring on that looks to be magical.
I yoink.
It is a gold ring with a pearl set into it. It is a ring of resistance for acid.
Oh, cool.
But you are able to make it to the palace. And it is, as you're getting closer, you actually hear sounds other than the chaos of the bucket crabs. Which honestly isn't as much chaos as you'd think, considering that there's no one yelling, because it's skeletons and crabs. Well, very little yelling.
You just hear rattling.
But now you actually hear voices.
Can we make out what they're saying?
Make me a audio-based perception check.
Can I also make one of those when my fucking character sheet loads?
Absolutely.
I think Valko got it.
Well, you can still make it if you want to try to hear it.
That's fair.
I don't know if this is gonna load. Shit.
Is it like in sea speak or a language we can understand?
It is in Sea Speak.
Okay.
Why aren't you working?
As of right now, Nomad, I do have that redeem turned off, but I might do a thing for like friends and stuff. So yeah.
Sorry, I had to.
No, as in voice act. Oh shit, that'd be cool.
I had to reload my thing. Sorry.
Oh, good.
Doesn't matter too much. Hold on. What was it? Perception?
Yep.
Audio-based perception.
Aveline, you do not hear this. Volko, you do. You hear the sonorous tones of what sounds to be a priest say, "And do you, Prince Yulon, take Princess Oda to be your wife."
What?
And is there that we're going to end session for tonight.
Ah.
Fuck.
I will say Volko would stop everyone and just be like, "There's a wedding going on?"
Break in.
But yes, this is a very important thing that I would ideally like to have as much of the party here as we can.
That is
So
fair.
that is where we are going to end it for tonight.
Yay.
What have we done?
We
I have no
unleashed.
idea.
Smart thing, okay?
Smart?
We unleash a bucket crab horde onto the world.
Would you like to be murdered?
Listen, it was a good distraction, but I don't know if having the bucket crabs become an extremely invasive species is smart. It was effective. It was effective.
But thank you all so much for coming tonight. Does anybody have any recommendations on who we can raid? And if any of you say K-Rool Artemia, you're going to lose a level.
Hey, I actually have someone this time.
Yeah. Who?
Like my best friend in the whole world. Their name is Drex. And
No,
they've been
I'm not.
really difficult internship. They deserve a lot of love.
Not even.
I appreciate the
No.
thought, but Drex isn't live, so we can't really raid them.
Yeah, I know. I just wanted to call this out.
Oh, that's fair. Yo, can we get some love for Drex in the
Streaming
chat?
scene.
But yeah, we need somebody to raid.
Shaper loses a level.
Yes.
Shaper can't lose a level. That campaign's already over.
Well, if nobody has any suggestions, Nominal Gravy is streaming Celeste. They're doing a subathon. Oh, they're awake, or they're asleep right now. Never mind. So let's not do that. Who else? Oh, Rumi's playing The Forest. All right, I'm gonna send you guys over to Rumi. I don't want to edit the stream details. And I'll see you guys next week for the first session of Yulon, The Age of Stars, our next Starfinder campaign.
Yo.
But until then, I don't have an outro. Bye!
Bye.